Working with foster grandparents, a lot of people benefits. The teachers benefit because you've taken a one-on-one workload away from them and they can concentrate on others. The kids benefit because you teach them stuff they haven't been exposed to. And one of the things we work with the kids a lot on is self-esteem and self-confidence, willingness to take on a challenge, and they know they can't do it right the first time, but if they practice, they'll get good. And that really works out that way. I was just telling you that the kids this year were just fantastic. But by the end of the year, they said, "Please, Grandpa, I can do it myself." You know, all of that stuff. As far as a favorite story, when I say work with the self-confidence and stuff, one of my first graders, the teacher had gave me a heads up that a little girl was having a tough time at home. And that's all she said. She didn't, nothing confidential. But anyway, and I looked at that little girl walk up to her. Her head was down. Her feet were flopping. Her shoulders were... She was a picture of dejection and defeat in the first grade. And then, so she played me some Connect Four, and she'd never played me before. And the third game, she beat me, and beat me legitimately. Apparently, she'd been watching. But I made a big deal out of that nobody beats me that fast when they're just learning and stuff. I said, "You go tell Mrs. Hendrick that you beat Grandpa Dave." And Mrs. Hendrick keeps an eye on the whole class, and so when the little girl comes up, she says, "Mrs. Hendrick, I beat Grandpa Dave." And Mrs. Hendrick jumped up and said, "Girl power!" And the grin come on, the head went back, the shoulders went back, and she walked back, and we played 2 or 3 more games, and she beat me again. But for the rest of the day, that one little girl was just walking on top of the world.